Yo, welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline. I'm your host, Troy, and I'm back with the boys. Now, as you can see, some people are missing. They're taking the day off. They got some stuff to handle. So, in their replacements, we got Trent. Trent's not a replacement, but we got Trent. What's up, Trent? How you feeling today? I see you got you got the right colors on today.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You got the blue on. I got the red on. All right, Giants all day. Chilling. Theo is back in the building. What's up, Theo?
What's going on with you guys, man?
Nothing. Ready to just get into some sports, man. Dream, how you feeling this morning?
Feeling very well, bro.
Dream's over there trying not to get struck by thunder. Lightning and the thunder. But now we appreciate you stopping by. But let's get into it. I got some things I want to talk about. I want to get you guys' opinion on. We might have some other people stop by in a little bit. Y'all want to start with football or basketball?
Don't matter, man.
Let's start with the football because that's the only football stuff we got on the dock today. OBJ, Odell Beckham, is looking to come back around October, November. My question to you guys is, do you think that sits well with suitors that want to sign him?
You said October?
Yeah, either October or November.
Probably starts in September. So, I mean, he did just tear his ACL, so that's not a bad,
And look who's back in the chat.
Not a bad aiming point.
Yeah, Garp.
Garp is back. How was vacation, man?
But that's not a bad aiming point. You bro just towards ACL.
No, it's not.
How long is the ACL? 9 months?
It depends.
It depends on the person, though.
It depends on the person. Because I've seen somebody like Adrian Peterson. He tore his ACL almost the end of the season, and he came back week 1, and he had his best season ever. For somebody who done
that hamstring was strong. That thing was strong too.
That's an anomaly. But somebody that's tore the ACL, usually they can still it won't be like Adrian Peterson, but they can still come back in the season, but they might not be this quote unquote the same or not just fully healthy.
Well,
so I think he's been through hella injuries, so maybe he just I gotta get fully healthy.
I didn't see you in the chat.
So I have no problem with it, honestly.
But welcome back still, God. I don't have a problem with it either, but who do you think is going to want to sign him, though? Do you think he goes back to the Rams or the Rams good?
I would want him to go back to the Rams.
I can see him going back to the Rams, or I can see him going back to the Browns. So, but
the Browns.
Now, that was a rumor. But now, since, they saying, Deshaun might get suspended for the rest of the year, I don't see that happen anymore.
But why would he get suspended for the rest of the year?
That's what I saw on Twitter.
It's civil now.
But they saying
it's about money now. That's what it is about.
They really saying he might get a hard suspension now. Because at first it was gonna be
a couple games.
So why? What changed it?
I had to look at the tweet.
I don't know. I don't know if it was more cases, but
it was
something
more cases or something like that. That's what changed.
It's one more case that got added on, if I'm not mistaken. It was 23 last time I heard of it. When it was 22 after the court case when everything got dismissed.
Hey, that's what it said, bro. It's looking at it's gonna be maybe a hard suspension for real.
If they want to come down hard on him, I'm not mad at that. But then that still would leave me with why would OBJ go there?
Oh, I'm saying if Deshaun Watson didn't get spending that hard, then I can see him go back to the Browns. It'll be a better situation. You got Deshaun Watson and Odell.
Oh, 100%. But Baker's still there. I have some doubt. I'm not thinking about going to the Browns until he's gone.
That's true. I see Rams. I see Rams or what's his name? Rams or the Browns. But again, there's another rumor that Jarvis trying to recruit his boy back to New Orleans.
Come on, bro. Come on over here.
Gbaby would love that. Shout out Gbaby. He on vacation. Hope you're enjoying it.
That man is he's in Disney World right now.
That's where my daughter going.
Shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But anything to add, Theo Dream?
Nah, man. I'm not really on that football stuff, bro. To be honest with you. I actually with New Orleans, I feel like they, that's my team, man. So we had a lot of bad years. So I feel like this year they got a lot of weapons. Jamin Winston's gonna be pretty good, but that's all I got about football.
If he stay healthy, I think he is gonna be pretty good. Yeah. Dream.
I'm the same way. I'd prefer him to go back to the Rams, but hey, whatever happens, whatever happens.
Thanks.
All right, the real football one that I wanted to talk about is Patrick Mahomes said he did not appreciate Tyreek Hill's comments.
Oh, I wasn't either.
That he made when not comparing him to no arm Tua.
I mean, I wouldn't either. I'm the best.
What were his comments though? What were the comments?
I think he said
Tua is more accurate.
Yeah,
he said more accurate, but he has the bigger arm.
He said Patrick has the bigger arm, but Tua is more accurate.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna. I look could be heated.
Yeah, you can't say that though, bro. You
gotta understand. Tyreek's trying to big up his quarterback now.
I don't care. Not slighting the quarterback that
you can big up a quarterback without talking bad about your previous quarterback. Who
wasn't really that bad. He talked
in the league right now.
He's the best quarterback in the league.
That is bad, bro.
Name somebody that's probably
and then he's trying to get targeted more, bro. He's trying to get more targets on his back.
The host of the show was like, nah, that's not to talk bad about him. Nah, that's bro. Like you can't do that. That guy won you a championship. Like I would have just said like Tua is my quarterback now. We're gonna go out there and play the best that we can. I appreciate everything Patrick Mahomes has done for me in my career because you wouldn't get that money if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes.
I don't even know what question did they ask. I don't even know the question.
Yeah, I don't even know. I just remember.
I don't remember the question. I just know. Yeah, I just know. I saw the thing where he said Tua accuracy, Patrick arm, and it's like, I didn't see Patrick throw a deep ball off balance, falling to the ground, and then it was on the money.
He sound corny. He sound corny while he was saying that shit. Yeah.
Mom.
No, yeah.
He does sound corny. Like, why would you? I don't. If this was the NBA, he would get fined. He would be fine.
Like, nigga, you had the best quarterback in football, bro, and then you saying that shit about somebody like who not even like who people got matched like 20. Shit. People got Tua as like he's shitty. I think he's better than that, but like.
Yeah, I don't think Tua is a bad. I think you just gotta give him a piece. We're gonna see what Tua is really about with an elite wide receiver like Tyreek Hill. But like I said, we're also gonna see the Dolphins use Tyreek Hill in a different way. I think too. I don't think they're gonna use him in the same way that the Chiefs used him. And I think that now we're gonna see how Tyreek Hill plays in a different system too. Like, so just because you're practicing and you're on the field and you guys sometimes that don't translate to game. Sometimes that doesn't translate to game. So I want to see them in a real game going against good teams. And when those good teams are smacking them, what those two put together to get themselves back in the game. Like, yeah, it's fine if you beat the teams that, 50-50, it could go either which way, or the teams that you're supposed to beat. But I want to see you beat the teams that you were beating when you was on the Chiefs. That's what I want to see from Tyreek Hill and Tua.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Anything to add, Dream?
No, y'all said everything I had to say. I mean, I'm a Dolphins fan, so I didn't see that. I didn't have the same outrage like a lot of people did.
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't. All right, let's get to the basketball because that's what we're here for. Andrew Wiggins wants to stay in Golden State.
As he should.
As he should.
100%. Win another title there, man. Don't. But on the other end of that, there's some interest in Kevon Looney. The Kings are eyeing him.
I mean, he'd be the one to leave.
The Hornets and the Kings.
Hornets gonna be tough next year, bro.
How tough do you think they're gonna be tough?
Zion coming back. They just had
no. You thinking about the New Orleans Hornets?
Oh, you said no.
Yeah. He said Hornets. He said Zion.
I'm a New Orleans fan. You talking about anything New Orleans? I'm like, hold up. You say New Orleans Jazz? I might mess around. Nah,
Gbaby spirits alive here.
Right.
Yeah, Gbaby's always with me, man. No, I think it depends on what he want, man. I think he got 3 rings with Golden State already. He got 3 or 2.
I can double check. I think
he probably got 2 out there.
I think he got. I'm not sure.
Warriors. I didn't know he was with them for that.
I think he got 2 with KD was there, and he got 1 this last.
He got 3. Yeah, he got 3.
Yeah, so like You don't really need rings, Kevon Looney. Like if you want to start, depending on what you want as your career, you want to be. You're not going to be anything more than what you already are at Golden State. So
I agree.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
a big
it's
guy.
really now if he wants the bag or if he wants to like keep.
that's a
it.
fact. That's a fact.
It's really
I go
what
for the
it is.
bag though.
I same. I already got 3. I mean,
I'm good. Imagine he gets 6. Like, oh, he didn't be like Robert Horry, but he just don't. Like
Nah, he don't got the moments.
nobody respect him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You don't get the moments. Yeah. Bunch of rings, but not being one of the top guys.
Yeah, I mean,
I just
that
wish I could
happens.
see. Honestly, I don't really know where he would go. Honestly, so I wish I did have to see.
Who's Sabonis still in Sacramento, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that might be a good fit for him, but like still being Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah. Levine might get that contract extension with the Bulls. You think it's good, or should
It's just
should he
I
move on?
guess like
Karma.
I guess like I don't know if he really trying to win for real. So like maybe he just trying to get the bag and just keep it pushing.
I mean, where would he go like to win?
Hey, and
Where could he
again,
go?
exactly. I don't.
This team. So you don't think there's no teams that Zach?
I mean, I would like to see
and
Zach
help
on
win
the
a
Heat.
championship?
On Dream Team, I would like to see him on the Heat.
But like for the Heat, they'd have to like give up pieces for that.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody would have to move
But isn't
pieces
he a
around
free
to make
agent,
him fit. Big Taz.
What happened?
Isn't he a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, but I mean, they would still have to move the pieces to make room for his
Yeah, they
contract.
have to make room
contract
for him to come.
But any team can do that. Any team can offload at pieces to make room for him. So that's what I'm saying. And especially if you're a championship team and you have championship aspirations, I would. What you think about trading Middleton for signing trade for Middleton?
No.
I don't see
The only
it.
reason I wouldn't do it because the defense, like I don't know.
I think if they got the same core, Bobby Porter's, and I know Lopez is
Can't hear you, Troy.
Yeah, I muted my mic in all this process too. Oh man, rated J, Zay. Thank you guys for stopping by. Now I was saying that I forgot what I was saying. My damn light fell. We talking about Levine
Middleton.
and Middleton. Oh, all right. Yeah, the defense would take a small hit. I think. I don't think it's that big of a hit that the defense would take if you move Middleton for Levine. I think you get more offense. I think you get a lot more offense and a guy that could create more for himself and take and especially down a stretch of games. And I'm not saying Middleton can't. And maybe you keep Middleton and let him come back healthy. But I'm just saying it could be a trade where, you trade Middleton for Levine.
I feel like
I was saying that's what I was saying. Sorry, Theo. I was saying that if you still have the core of Giannis, Bobby Portis on your defensive end with Brook Lopez still protecting the rim, I think they will be fine on defense.
But I think the jump is not that big. Like I feel like where Zavine scored 5 more points than Middleton or something like that.
Hey, that 5 could have helped you in the Boston series.
But listen though, he's scoring 5 on a bum team.
No, that's true.
Like so, I think if Middleton was on that team, he would score probably close to the same amount of points. But I feel like he know how to pick and choose his spots when he's playing with Giannis. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a grace period where Levine has to figure out, okay, when can I attack? When I see Giannis tired, when can I attack right now to give Giannis a break? I feel like Middleton really got that already figured out right now. So
he could. Like I said, I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. I mean, I just think they could upgrade that spot from Middleton. I'm not saying Middleton is bad. I know he brung a lot to him. He won a championship with him. Maybe you keep him running back with that same core. Middleton healthy, it might be a different outcome. But I'm just saying scenarios where Levine can be on the championship team. Like the Lakers is one of them too, where they were talking about the Lakers. Him going to the Lakers and them moving Westbrook. But the point there would be them moving Westbrook. Where would they be able to move Westbrook to that would be able to fit the contract that they have to give Levine? But then now I'm hearing too the transferring from Levine staying with the Bulls. Kyrie Irving might test for agency because the Nets don't want to give him a long-term contract, but he did respond to that
cryptic messages he does, man.
Yeah, with a gift of a guy smiling and laughing. So I just want you guys
to be LeBron back.
That's what they're saying. They said the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Knicks are the ones that's watching the situation closely. So where do
Yeah,
you
I'd love
guys
to
think
see.
if Kyrie doesn't go back to the Nets, where do you think his best fit is?
What would be his best fit? Heat. I say Heat. There's that. I mean, LA depends who LA is gonna give up, because that might be a good fit if you have
Which
AD.
LA though? You talking about Clippers or like the Lakers?
Both actually.
Yeah.
So you got AD. You can have Kyrie, LeBron, PG, Kawhi, Kyrie, and the Heat. You can have Kyrie, Bam, Butler. So those three are the teams I think he'd fit good
Kyrie on
on.
the Clippers though, just like shit.
No, it's crazy if he goes.
Yeah,
to the
Kyrie
Clippers.
on the Clippers would be wild, but the only
That
thing
might
is
be a
that
championship type.
the only thing is that is I don't think you're getting Kyrie without giving up PG.
What about with I don't know. This is kind of far fetched, but what about Dallas?
I don't think that works well.
Yeah,
Nah.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
think
say I don't
Brunson.
like
You
it
think
either.
Brunson gonna stay there? They're gonna re-sign Brunson, go over the salary cap.
I think they are going to re-sign Brunson.
They gonna go over the cap, right?
Oh, for sure, going over the
I mean,
cap.
because they did. I mean, they did just trade. all
But
them
no,
players.
they just got 4 people off their contract.
But they got
That's
Christian
great.
Woods.
Oh yeah, they did take Christian.
Yeah,
Wood.
Christian
but
Wood's contract. Yeah.
How much is
I think Christian Woods' contract is higher than all three of the guys together. That who was it? Boban and
Boban, there was Sterling Brown, and
yeah, I think Christian Woods'
Burke.
contract more than all three of them together.
I just think Kyrie on the Clippers type of insane though. Like, not even like him on the Lakers too is kind of insane too. But like, I don't know. I kind of hope he stays. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like if Kyrie going, KD about to
He's
do.
13.2 mil. 13.02 mil.
That's just me though. So I think if Kyrie
What you
dip,
said, Trent?
I'm saying me personally, I think if Kyrie dip, KD going.
I mean, he just signed an extension last offseason, though.
He don't have an option or nothing like that.
Y'all just in
I
the
mean, he has
chat
an option,
throwing out
like-
some nonsense. Cut it out.
What is 13.2 million? Whose contract is that?
Oh, Gabe, too funny. What's up, brother? What you say?
Who contract is that? 13.2 mil?
Christian Woods.
I mean, like Brunson's.
Well, I don't know. What are they offering Brunson?
Like I said, I think he's going to get like a lot of money next year, or his next contract. His next contract next year, right?
Yeah, but can't they allocate the money to pay it out over time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can, but there's a lot of allocation, bro. I mean, your first year.
Hey, look, Luol Deng just got fully paid off last year. Okay, all right. They've been paying that guy off 10 years into retirement. Okay, they done allocated the hell out of his money.
Yeah,
So trust me, they will do it. they will do it. Okay, Bronson, here you go. You got this contract, but we're gonna allocate it, and you're gonna get it over the next 10 years.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I see them 2 LA teams might be the best for Kyrie though.
I'm not mad if he goes to the Clippers, but you're gonna lose PG.
I don't think you can lose. I don't know.
You're gonna have to sign and trade, and who are you gonna give up? They're not gonna just be like, oh yeah, we'll take Reggie Jackson. Like they're not going.
No, but for the signing trade, both sides have to agree on it, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think they send off PG.
Imagine
PG and KD though.
Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty.
PG. I don't. Yo, PG and KD.
Overrated said.
And Kyrie, yeah, that could be nasty, but it's like how many games is I hate to do this because I'm always on Kyrie's side, but how many games is Kyrie gonna play with him?
I already feel the same way.
Oh, Troy, how about Kyrie back in Boston?
Hell no.
Rated said JB for Kyrie.
They throwing out some weird stuff in the chat. It was like Tatum to the Lakers when he has a contract that he signed already. What are you talking about, Gabe? And don't use don't use the crack word here, bro. Simp. Gabe, Garb, you're back. Garb, welcome back. Hey, hit him with a little suspension for me, please. Thank you. But no, I didn't say they wouldn't work. I'm saying that if I'm the Nets, you cannot let Kyrie walk for nothing. Let's not do this. You cannot let Kyrie walk for nothing. So it's going to have to be a sign and trade. The Nets are going to be like, no, you're going to have to give us PG. Because how much contract are you going to give Kyrie? If he doesn't want to take a 1 year, 2 year deal with the Nets, he ain't going to take a 1 year, 2 year deal with nobody else. He wants a contract. He wants the extension. He wants 4 years. It's from what they're saying.
Yeah, I think the Nets doesn't want to give him
the only team that would throw that max at him is the Knicks. It's the only team that probably would really throw the max at Kyrie is the Knicks. So it's like if Lakers want him, Westbrook has to be going. You're probably gonna have to give up THT2 in that trade. Like, what's your thoughts, Melvin, on Kyrie might not being back in the Nets uniform?
I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, we know what the issues that he's had with the team. Obviously not playing a full year due to the vaccination stipulation that was in New York. So I just don't see how they can just welcome him back with open arms like that. It was like, okay, all's forgiven. We can just start back. We don't know what Simmons is going to do. So there's a lot of question marks going on in Brooklyn. And, they made the huge trade last year. They have a lot of pieces, and we don't know what they're going to do with it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this offseason works out. So,
do you think Kyrie fits better with LA, Clippers, or the Knicks? Because that's like the three teams that they said are watching the situation closely.
To be honest, I don't know where he fits because he's one of those players who always has to have the ball in his hands. And I think, obviously the Lakers having LeBron, that's not really going to work like that. I mean, I can see the Clippers working just because they don't have a true point guard. They have a lot of wing players with Kawhi and Paul George, and we don't know if Reggie Jackson's the answer as the point guard there in the future. So I'll probably say the Clippers just because, just what they have on their roster at the moment. And Knicks, I don't know, man. I don't know how he fits with Thibodeau. We saw what Thibodeau did with Derrick Rose. So I don't know how that will work with him going forward. So he's just a headache, and it's not worth it, to be honest.
Man, send him to basketball purgatory. Send him to the Knicks, bro. Send him to the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, he want the
Knicks
contract.
is over.
He want the contract, right? Playing big lights, fans are always screaming your name even when you're losing.
And you got a chance to be the man.
If he's saying,
would y'all take this trade?
Hell no.
Because I'm not taking this trade.
This ain't 2K mode.
No.
But if Kyrie said, didn't he not say he couldn't play in Boston because like the fans and shit and the atmosphere? I swear he said that in one of his streams.
I don't know if he said he couldn't. Maybe he hated.
Or just said like he hated playing that because
Yeah.
like, the atmosphere and like how like Boston fans can be, and then like why would you?
But all fans are like that. It's not just Boston. I hate that people use that excuse.
I know, but he said I'm just saying like if
when Westbrook got told to sit to stay on his knees, that wasn't in Boston.
I'm just saying like if he's saying that though, then why would you go to the Mecca? Like
it's just northeast.
Because the Mecca, they're gonna cheer and scream Kyrie name whether he win or lose. They don't give a
bro. If you play in Philly, New York, or Boston, you're going to get it's rough out there, man. It's like you gotta have tough skin to play in those places.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're playing against Utah, you gotta have tough skin. Like, it's just like
yes, you
certain
do.
places like that.
I just
No,
think
OKC.
if he just said he hated being in Boston, I think it could be worse in New York because he start playing bad.
No, I could.
Like how New York fans get. They
no, 100%, 100%.
Some of the OKC, they don't boo people there.
Shit.
With Shea, don't mess Shea.
Rated. He in Brooklyn. That's not that far from Jersey.
If I was him, I would just take a 1-1. Give me 2-year extension. I'll be here for the next 3 years. I'll opt in, so that's 3 years. Give me 1-1. So that's 2 years and an option at the end of it, and then we can move forward from there. And like, I'm not holding him not getting vaccinated against him. Excuse me. I mean, it's his body, his choice. I'm not going to, how, if anybody watched this show from when we first started it, I batted to, the bottom of the pits of hell for Kyrie not getting vaccinated, so it has, to me, it has nothing to do with that. It was a regulation because, we had a pandemic and people wanted other people to be safe. So they put regulations in it. He didn't want to abide by getting it to play. That's on him. Does it hurt him? Yes, it hurts him. So he has to accept that. He has to accept that, me not playing 95% of the regular season hurts me now with getting a contract. So let me take this, and then I'll prove to them that I'm still Kyrie. Because at the end of the season, when he played in those 23 games, and he played in most of some of the games in playing Boston, he showed out. He showed you he can ball. He showed you he still has skill. He showed you he can still play at elite level. So I don't think we completely write somebody like that off. I understand he has problems off the court. Everybody has problems off the a handful of people have problems with the court, and they're still successful in the league. So I get, we want to, throw Kyrie away, but he's still a good basketball player. And I bet you 10 times out of 10, if Kyrie come to your team and help them win a championship, you're going to forgive everything that Kyrie has ever said and done. So,
that's true.
So, but I don't want to get to that. All right, Kenny Atkins backs out of the job. What was it with
Charlotte
to stay with Golden State? How you guys feeling about that?
That's what winning does to you.
That ass though.
He got drunk off that champagne. Was like, I'm not going.
Yeah, that's
Like I said, man, it's all about what you want in your career, bro. If you want them rings behind your name or be a part of a successful franchise, you're gonna follow that. If you want to get the bread, you're gonna get the bread. Like you're gonna pick and choose which one you want. Especially at the end, it's different every part of your career. Early in your career, you may want the money. Then later, you're like, I need rings to follow this money. Like, I need something. I need to be in a history book somewhere. So you never know, like, depending on the person, man.
Yeah, so that's super solid though.
I mean, that's a tough situation to go to Charlotte. I mean, they've been in the playing game the last 2 years. We don't know what their future looks like. Their team is not really constructed the way they thought it would be.
How do you think that sits with the players, though, to know like this guy agreed to be a coach and then backed out?
Yeah, it's kind of is weird. Can't lie to you.
I mean, we saw that with Josh McDaniels a couple years ago.
Yeah, and that's still weird. It's weird.
Nah, it's
He ended up getting another job, though. So, I mean, some people are just better assistant coaches than better head coaches. You know, it's just one of those things that just happens. You see that in baseball. You see that in football. You see that in basketball. And I think he's just he's a better assistant coach than he would be a head coach.
That could be true. He could have smartened up and wisened up. You know why he was getting drunk off that champagne and winning the championship. But yeah, I don't like that. Don't commit and then pull out.
And they just did.
Yeah.
Captain Salute. He said, "Yo, I see you later." All right, so I want to get into this. These are two big ones that I want to get into. I'm gonna start with KD, right? So we all know that it's big talk on KD's legacy because Golden State won another championship. Charles Barkley came out and said that KD, to improve his legacy, because somebody tweeted KD and said that KD legacy died. He's the guy that left the Beatles, which ain't bad to be. But Charles Barkley said to that KD has to win as the guy, as the bus driver. This morning on Get Up, CJ McCollum responded to that, and he wasn't taking a shot at Chuck, but he was basically saying, like, Chuck, you were the bus driver and you never won a championship. And then CJ also said that you guys are saying that he has to be a bus driver. Well, he did drive a bus. He drove the Golden State bus because he was the best player on the team. That came out of CJ McCollum's mouth. He said KD was the best player on that team. So Tim Ledger, right? That's how you say his name, Tim Ledger.
Mm-hmm.
He said something that rings key with me, but it doesn't only ring key with me for KD. It rings key with me for another superstar. He said that KD was the bus driver, but just on somebody else's bus. Because Golden State won a championship before he got there. And it took my mind back to the Heat, to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade won a title before LeBron got there. But LeBron, we can all say, was the bus driver of that Heat team when he was on it. So wouldn't he have been driving somebody else's bus too?
I mean, I don't know.
That's fair to say. I think it's fair.
I don't think it's that fair to say, though.
I think it's fair to say.
Because D-Wade started declining, like, he started declining, and then LeBron was really
talking about the intangibles. Like, that's fine. That's fine. D-Wade was declining, but he won a champion. The point that Tim was saying is that Golden State won a championship. They had the bus already. KD went to that team, joined it, and became the bus driver of that bus, right?
But the thing is, it's not definitive he was the one on the wheel, bro.
If we're looking at, it's definitive to 95% of the consensus.
I don't know about that, bro.
Media, of talking heads, media.
Okay, if you're saying that,
media.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, media. It's the consensus. 95% of them will tell you KD was the best player on that team. All right. So if that's the case, and I know, Dwayne was declining, but when you look at just what he's saying about being a bus driver on somebody else's bus, because that team won a championship, the Heat won a championship before Bron got there. I know it wasn't the year before, or it was a couple of years before he got there, but they won a championship. They had the bus already. They were trying to get back, and then LeBron joined it, took over the bus, and then it became his ride and no longer D-Wade's ride. D-Wade became the instructor on the bus telling the kids.
I mean, him and Chris Bosh joined too. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. That I think it's a fair comparison. That's all. What do you guys think?
I mean, I got a question though. You think so? I feel like in Golden State, KD was the better player, but I feel like Steph was the driving. He's the he's the piece you need to make decisions.
No,
with.
100%. But that don't mean Steph was driving the bus those 2 years. He put the bus together. It's his bus.
Yeah, that's right.
It's his bus. It's his team. KD just like, yo, scoot over real quick. Let me drive real quick. And that's all. That's all Tim was saying. Tim Ledger was just saying that KD just took the driver's seat of somebody else's bus, drove him to 2 championships, and now he's back on trying to make his own bus.
But Troy, you couldn't say like I mean, the last time before Bron and winner was like they won in what 06?
Who, Bron?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about D-Wade.
Yeah, I think it was 06.
Yeah,
That's why I said it was years before. So I get
there
the
was those
difference.
years.
So like
Yeah, I
almost
get
like
the
a
difference.
roster
Completely
change and shit like that. So like
No, I get the difference. I pointed it out, Trent. I pointed it out. There's a difference here, but I'm just saying you could kind of use that same logic.
I don't. My thing is, it's just like the years separated apart though. Like,
yeah, but
That's
if
a year
you're
to, like,
talking,
4.
all right. So even if you take the championships out of it and you talk about KD going to another guy's team, that's established team, right? LeBron went to another established team. No matter what their record, like Wade was established there. That was Wade's team, wasn't
Yeah, I
it?
was gonna say you could say Wade was established.
Wade
but
was
the team
established there. It was his team. It was Wade's team, right?
but they
So
weren't-
when LeBron got there, who team was it?
okay, but like they
All
weren't.
right, he became the bus driver.
They lost,
But they
and then
weren't
Wade said
nothing.
LeBron is your team, and then they won.
It's just like to me because it's like
Thank
I
you,
get
Pino.
it. But it's
LeBron
like,
took the
I
bus.
get it. I get it. Dwayne, of course, was the best player before Bron got there, but they weren't doing anything. Till
You
Bron
can
was
say
there.
that. I admitted that. You can say that. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying because like when KD joined, Steph was at the top, unanimous MVP. Shit like
Yeah,
that.
100%.
So,
But
like,
KD was also at his top too. So it was like
yeah, that's true.
he was also at his top. It wasn't like he was on a downcline. Like when he got to Golden State, he put out an effort that was unmatched. Like somebody said earlier, like Golden State was here, and when KD got there, he took them to another level that nobody has ever seen before. So I get it that people are mad at that, but at the same time, I'm with Ledger. I think KD was a bus driver. I think he was the front guy on the team. It can be argued, like Dream said, you can debate it, but I'm not saying it's that far off that KD was the driver of that bus. I'm saying he was, and I'm not going to be mad if other people said Curry was still driving the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just for me, probably the years, but I get what he's saying though, honestly. So like, and plus, I don't like hearing like Charles Barkley just be talking crazy about KD.
He does.
Like, he be
No,
like-
Charles
feel
do
like-
be going off.
I feel like that's one of them situations like if you're married and then it's a single person tell you how to be married.
Yeah,
Right.
like bro, like sit down. Bro.
You did it before. You can't tell people how to do that, bro.
And that's what I told Theo before we started. I was like, I respect Charles and like what he says about the game of basketball. But when it comes to talking about championships, I'm kind of on Shaq's side. He shouldn't be able to talk about championships because he was a bus driver, like CJ McCollum said this morning. You were a bus driver, Charles, and you did not win. And then Charles also, in the same light, did the same thing. He went and got on somebody else's bus and tried to ride it to a championship, and that didn't work. So KD got on somebody else's bus, arguably took the front seat, and won championship. So I think it's a difference there when Charles is trying to address KD's legacy. You got to look at your legacy and the one that you set. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right. Melvin, anything to add?
No, I just don't like the whole concept of bus driving and driving the bus and who's driving, who's sitting. I don't really get that whole concept of that. I mean,
KD. Go
I
ahead.
just think you know they both contribute to a championship, and without those contributions from those individual players, they wouldn't have won.
No,
So
golly.
I just kind of I don't like the whole he was a bus driver and he wasn't and It's just like it's just one of those things like they all needed to come together. They all sacrificed in order to get where they needed to get. Like, does it really matter on who was the driver and who was the passenger or anything like that? They both.
I agree with you 100%, Melvin. But this is the talk that we have to have because this is what the consensus are talking about. But I want to address. Garley said, "But didn't Miami go get another bus when Bron got there? No. Bron just got on the Wade's bus, fixed the tires, put the windows back in the bus. Like that's all Bron did. It wasn't his bus. It was the Wade's bus. It wasn't his team, is what we're saying. When we say bus, we're saying you're the best guy on the team. It's your team, undeniably. And that's why I say I could get the argument if you're saying Steph was the best or KD was the best. But if you go back to the time, everybody, the consensus talking heads, media, mainstream media was saying KD was the best person on that team. So if you're saying that, then he was driving that bus. He was the best player on that team. And that's all. I get, Melvin, you don't like the term bus driver, but that's all bus driver means. Bus driver means you were the best player on that team. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's just like one of those things. Like, it's like, does it really matter? I mean, like Jordan
It
could have won
matters in
without
the grand
Pippen,
scheme of
Pippen
things.
without Jordan.
It matters in the grand scheme of things when you're looking. For me, the only place it matters is when you're looking at somebody's career as a totality. So, would we all agree that Robert Horry, if he had 7 rings as a bus driver, would be more refined in NBA history? And because he got 7 rings as a role player, he is looked at the way that he is looked at. Right? If he was a more important role, like if he was the second option or the first option on the team, his 7 championships would probably be up there with Bills and people like that got, more than 5. You feel what I'm saying? But because he's a role player, his championships don't get mentioned in the same lights as Jordan. From the people that actually know sports, they're not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I'm taking Robert Horry because he has 7 and Jordan has 6." No, Jordan was the bus driver to his team. He had a great, assistant next to him in Pippen, but Jordan was the bus driver. We're not going to sit here and say at any time in Robert Horry's career, after winning those 7 championships, that he was anything more than a role player, somebody on the bus that was being driven, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, like if you look at the NBA champions, man, you always gonna have that one guy that's above everybody else. If you were looking at it that way,
but you can stack people under him, is what I'm saying, with championships in their overall career. So that's what I'm saying. If you take Robert Horry's 7 championships with the way his career played out, and then take it and clone it, but make him a number 1 option, and then he still goes out and he's the bus driver or the second guy on the bus, and he wins championships, he's looked at as more than what he is now, is what I'm saying.
But you would never compare Robert Horry to KD.
No, not at all.
If you say KD, you'll be like, KD's 2 rings is better than Robert Horry's 7.
No, 100%. But because of the career that Robert Horry had being a role player, KD was a number 1 option. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. But if Robert Horry was a number 1 option and won 7 rings, then we would say, no, Robert Horry is in front of KD. That's what I'm saying. So that's the only thing I'm pointing out there.
Okay, I got you.
All right, now the big one. Yo, it's Steph. No, let's get to this one. So, what are you guys thinking about Golden State trolling Memphis and Boston?
That shit hilarious.
I mean, the Memphis one, I get it. Yeah.
Is it better than when Draymond said, "Did we win the championship? Yep. Are they here? Nope." Like that? It's historic, bro.
I mean, I think he tweeted this morning it's Game 7 or something like that to troll, or
because Game 7 would have been
either today or yesterday.
On Father's Day, yeah.
Like, I don't mind their trolling. What about you guys? It's funny.
I don't mind it either.
Man, have fun as long as you can back it up, bro. As long as you can back it up, have fun.
They did.
That's what Memphis was trying to do, and then they ain't back it up.
Would you prefer would you prefer the way they did it, not talk, show it, then talk, or talk, then show it, and then talk some more?
Nah, I want to see talk, show it, then show it.
Yeah, right. That's what I want to see. I don't feel like Golden State talked. I don't feel like they talked like in the beginning of they won, and then they started talking. Like,
I ain't never seen Draymond not talk.
No, that's true. But he chirps all the time. And he got his own podcast.
He got calendar when they play the Warriors.
Oh yeah, no, they remember everything over there.
They killing Jado on the media though.
But you look at all of them was Clay was talking about something. JJ,
yeah, he called him a bum. That was funny.
Said in the regular season. That's what he said in the regular season.
Yeah, he called him a bum. That's crazy.
He said strength in numbers.
Yeah, when they won
the numbers when they beat Gold, strength in numbers, and he said some stupid. He's a bum, and I'm like.
That's and then Steph did the Kendrick Perkins one. He did this with the eye like 0.
Yeah, him and what's the other dude named Zeke?
Dominique.
Dominique.
And then Curry did the same thing.
Dominique was on Get Up this morning. Greeny made him listen to what Steph had to say, made him address it. So
I gotta watch
what social media does though. It kind of gives you that angle to you can be able to troll and everything like that. So they're just playing to everything. But I don't think. Young teams always do that. You don't see veteran teams do that. It's all the young teams that do that. So.
That's why, like the veteran teams, they show it, then talk. Usually, like you know what I mean. Usually, like the younger teams, they try to talk shit, but like say they lose, they still try to talk shit, but you don't look right because you ain't win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of doing that in a regular season game when it doesn't really mean anything? But when you guys play in the playoffs,
like Ja right now, he's wilding on Twitter. Like he better come in next season going crazy. Like, and he gotta at least beat. He gotta. I don't know the way
And
he.
they want to play him on. And they want to play him on Christmas. I'm
Yeah,
like,
like
I
the
don't
way
think you're
he's
gonna
talking
get
on
this game.
Twitter, bro. Oh my, yo, he's wild. Like he's going.
I literally got a website where I could go and check every tweet from NBA players, and I'm on it
Like
right
he's
now.
been going crazy on the Twitter. Crazy. He been replying to fan. He be on some like KD type time, and like he keep replying.
Oh,
Oh, he's for sure. This is probably
he's-
going to be worse than KD as his
Man,
career
and
progresses.
it's low key worse. He replying to fans. He replying to NBA play. It don't matter. He mad about something.
Yeah, because he hurt now.
Yeah.
yeah. Cause he was so close, and then like
Yeah, he hurt now.
Plus,
Like, cause honestly, I think it was like more. Memphis is more like a flash in a bottle, bro. Like, I don't know if they can do the same thing next year, bro. I think everybody's getting better. I think they'll probably end up staying the same because they had so much. Like, I don't think they'll be good,
Yeah,
but I
they're
don't
not
think
going
they'll.
to compete again. Yeah, I don't think that either.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think it'll be tougher than this year.
the Pelicans gonna be better than the Grizzlies next year.
What is he
Who?
saying? This my
Pelicans.
business, ain't nobody know. No, nobody can know. Like what?
You're talking about Josh tweets?
Yeah,
He just been
Yeah,
going
he be-
crazy.
climb up the chimney. Like what is he talking about?
Now I'm saying he's just been tweeting shit, bro. I'm like,
I mean, hey, when you talk the talk and you don't walk the walk, that's what happens. All right. That's why I said, would you rather not say anything, win, then talk, or talk, win, and then talk? But Jai and them talked, lost, and now they
plus the
this
Dylan
light
Burks
does not
comments.
like me today.
Plus the Dylan Burks comments he said about Iggy, like that was bad.
Oh yeah, when Iggy was there with them.
Yeah.
Now Iggy got another championship on his finger.
It was
That's
Dylan Brooks
tough.
or John.
Huh?
I thought it was Dylan Brooks that said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Dylan Brooks. He said Dylan.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still backed him up on that. I can't lie to you.
What?
I don't think he wanted to leave Golden State, man. Like I think
but I think they needed to move him at that time.
yeah.
It was going in a different direction. KD was gone. They needed to see what they could do to still stay at the top. And they struggled for 2 years. The injuries and the injury bug. And that's another thing. Like too, I would say this last thing before I move on to the one thing I want to talk about before we get into the doc. Like the one thing people give Curry like the slack because his team was injured. Clay was out 2 years. Draymond dealt with some injury. He dealt with some injury over these last 2 years. But they don't give that same type of thing to KD because he was injured over the last 3 years.
I don't like KD.
No, I know, but like, let's say KD comes back this year and then he wins a championship. Then what? Like, say the team is fully healthy. Kyrie, they're fully healthy, and KD straps him up, and they go and they win a championship. Like, then all of those people that's saying that, what has KD done before after Steph? What are they going to say now? How are you going to hate the man now?
This too.
I mean, you gotta,
KD was loved before he went and did that move. Like,
Yeah,
for sure was.
so like
I
it's
know.
just it is what it is at this point. Like people still gonna hold. People say like he ruined basketball. Like what the fuck out of it? No, he didn't.
Iman Shepherd said LeBron ruined basketball. We just not going to listen to him, though, right? One of LeBron's teammates.
That don't matter. That don't matter in this people when people defend.
No,
ball.
not to fans, not to the fans that think they know better. That's why I said I'm more inclined to listen to Theo because Theo plays basketball in the EuroLeague, has played basketball in the Euro. Because coach, I'm more inclined to listen to him than some guy I'm just having a damn debate with in the bar that's never played a sport in his life. Why is that? Because these guys know what the work it takes to get there, right? The drive you need to have to even make it that far, and they made it that far. That's why I'm more inclined to listen to people that have been in the sport, whether it's Euro, college. I'm more inclined to listen to those people because they know what it takes to get there. We didn't get there as fans, so we just gotta look at them and be like, all right, that's how you get there. That's the work you put in to get there. Let me have some sort of respect for that. So that's the difference between me when I'm listening to players, ex-coaches talk. I have the respect to know that they've been in that game and they've been playing this game for a young age at a professional level. Because when would you say you started to play on a professional level, Theo? College, high school? When you started
I say you start really like understanding what it was, like high school AAU. And then college, you start seeing more of the business side, even though you're in college.
Right.
And then like shortly after that, then it's like right away you jump in the water.
Right, it's in your face.
Yeah.
So I'm more inclined to listen to you guys and what you guys have to say than even myself or what I think from my fans' point of view. Like, and I just don't think people do that. So when the consensus is saying KD is that guy, and you guys are mad as fans that he left and went to Golden State, and now you guys are talking about his legacy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to that because I know the consensus around it is like KD legacy is cemented. Yeah, he has these little small blemishes on him from going to Golden State, but that doesn't change what he has done for the game of basketball. People always say Steph Curry has changed the game of basketball. Well, so did Kevin Durant, because now we're going to see a lot more 7-footers pulling up with jump shots from 3. We didn't see that. Like, we didn't see 7-footers with his skill, and now people are going to develop that. They're going to work on that type of game so they don't have to be a big man. They can be a shooting big to go on a 3 spot or a 4 spot. We're going to see more of that. We're going to see more people shooting like Steph Curry, but you're also going to see the transition of big men and taking more threes. Joel Embiid, Joker. Like, there's the Al Horford. If you go back and look at Al Horford's Atlantic days, he wasn't taking threes.
Not at all.
Now he's knocking threes down like he was doing it all his life because it's a transition. Like, that's because a big man came along and was like, let me do it. KD's doing it at the highest level any big man has ever done it at. So people are going to follow suit that. I don't want to just be a big man that has to bang down low in the paint. I want to go stand on the 3-point line. I want to shoot threes. I want to be able to him up and, get to my shot. I don't want to just be a guy that sets picks. Like, we're seeing the game change, and that's because of, in the last 10 to 15 years, LeBron, Steph Curry, KD, and whoever else name you want to throw in the mix. You understand? So with that being said, I want to say, is Curry a top 10 player all time?
Shit, he mine.
He ain't in mine.
I mean, he might be mine, but it's gonna be towards the tail end.
He in the back end though.
Yeah.
We know you don't put Wilt and Bill in yours, so.
He could be 10-11, bro. He could be 10-11.
I'd say he's probably like 11-12.
Who you got over him?
LeBron, Hakeem, Kareem, Magic, Bird, Shaq, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Wilt, Bill. I could go on.
I think that's 11 or 12 right there.
Yeah, might be 13 until I could think of some more names.
Who's another name? You putting KD in front of Steph?
No, I'm not putting KD. That's why I said if you want to make the argument that Steph is better than KD, I'm with you 100%. He has had a better career.
How many rings? I don't even want to do that, man.
How many rings what?
How many rings Will got?
How many rings Wilt got?
You got one.
2? 1?
He won, two. But let's also look at every championship that Wilt lost. He lost to Bill, and it was by that. You want to know collectively all the rings that Wilt has lost to Bill, all collective games he lost by 9 points.
9 points. Yeah.
But
points.
But the thing is, like, how many games did they play in the playoffs?
It was 1 point, 2 points, 2 points, 3 points, and I think 4 points.
Yeah.
How many games they play in the playoffs?
I think it was
For Wilt and Bill?
No, I mean, like, the playoff series, like, to go to the finals. How many games?
3. But we can't do that because that's their time of basketball. That's their time. We got to look at it in their time. We can't put the binoculars on and look at it from 2022. We got to look at it from 1960. I'm sorry you guys don't like looking at the cars and the scenery around you and black and white, but you got to do it. All right. You can't mix today's game with that game. He's done that in that game. He was great for that game. Wilt was dominant in his era, dominant like no other person. Yes, Bill beat him more when it came down to the ultimate goal to win in the finals. Player. But you can't. I wouldn't say he was the better player. Bill had the better team. Go look at the teams. Bill had 8. I hate using this argument, but when it was all said and done, all said and done, Wilt has 8. Wilt, including himself, is 8 Hall of Famers on that Celtics team. And I hate using Hall of Fame because they don't get that till after their career is done. But when their career is done, it's 8 Hall of Famers on that team, including KC Jones.
But we can't keep acting like Wilt didn't have some good rosters as well.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he didn't have good rosters. What I'm saying is Bill had a better team than Bill. Every time you can say 9 times out of 10 when Bill and Wilt matched up, Boston was the better team.
Did you say Larry Bird ahead of Steph?
Yeah. 100.
Okay.
What you say?
No, I got you. What
you say? I told you Bird number 1 on my list.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
I gotta do this one time. I gotta do it serious for TikTok, bro. There'll be one time I stage a TikTok. All right, I'm literally gonna come out here. I'm gonna have a whole spiel while Larry Bird is number 1 on my list, bro. And it just goes straight on TikTok. It's just going straight. No, it's not short. Trust me. All right. Go ask Dominique. He saw it first.
Nah, I'm just gonna ask Jordan first. You know.
Yeah,
I asked Brons second.
Towards the back end. Go ask Jordan. What are you talking about? Jordan can't see Bird.
I'm gonna ask Jordan first, then I'm gonna ask LeBron, then I'm
Go
gonna
ask Magic too.
No,
I might ask Magic.
Nah,
He probably know better than me.
Bird.
But Magic knows it. He been beating Bird for a while.
Who, Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't act like Magic didn't get beat by Bird.
He did, but
I was still
someone won
tell
more.
you. Yeah, the Showtime Lakers, you can arguably say, people say the teams were even, but I could say you can give the Magic a little edge. That they were a better
it's
team
a little
than Boston.
like you did. It's not
Kareem
like
Abdul-Jabbar.
Definitely like this.
Like Kareem, and that could matter.
Yeah,
just
Robert
because it's
Parrish,
a small gap doesn't mean it can matter.
McHale, like you had
That's fine. You know McHale and Robert Parrish, my guys, bro.
Yeah.
You know, those my guys. But I'm just saying, if you look at the Showtime,
y'all had we got Havlicek.
I think
in the 60s.
Yeah, towards
Was it?
last we had Dennis
Yeah, he was in the
Johnson.
60s.
No, we had Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
McHale was the best player in that series, bro, in the finals.
McHale was a beast, and that's why I tried to tell GK, if Bird did not have McHale and Robert Parrish, I don't think he would win championship. I don't think
that 85-86 season, he was. I feel like he was better than Bird. He was the best power forward in the league, bro.
You can have Steph over Bird all you want. I'm not disputing where you put Clay. I put Clay where I want him. I mean Steph where I want him, and he's not over Bird to me. I'm sorry. Bird saved NBA ratings along with Magic. That's going to go a lot further for me than Steph changing how far you can shoot the ball from.
What? So that goes into who's a better player for you, though?
No, I'm talking about when you're putting them in line of top 10. You have to take everything that surrounds their career. So Larry Bird, when he came into the league with Magic, the ratings of the NBA was down. Them two single-handedly got the NBA ratings to be better, right? That goes into their conversation of their career, because if you take Magic and Bird out, we don't know what the NBA is today. We don't even know if we have an NBA today, because their ratings were going down fast, sinking.
That's a fact.
Sinking. Without those two, there would be, in my opinion, there would be no NBA. That's why I would say Bird's career and what he has done in his career, and Magic and what he's done in his career. Yeah, I hold those two to equal level. That's why on my list you will see Magic, then Bird behind him. I'm being serious. You will see Magic and Bird behind him. But no, I'm not going to put Magic, Steph, then Bird. No, I'm sorry. Steph will fall behind that. I'm sorry. That's greater to me. Saving the league and its ratings so you can still have more years to come, so we can get the Jordan and we could get the LeBrons and we could get the Currys. That started then. It started them saving it, coming out and making it interest again. I remember watching an interview where white people was like, we don't want these black guys or watch these black guys no more, because there was a lot of black guys in the league. And then Bird came along. Why do you think he's called the Great White Hope? Because he saved basketball. He helped save basketball, not by himself. But that's why I would.
Man, Kobe better than Bird, man.
Kobe. No, I got Kobe. I think I do got Kobe above Bird on my current top 10. But
Hakeem is better than Bird too.
Hakeem?
Yeah.
Hakeem better than Bird, bro.
He is, man.
Hakeem
better than Bird.
How many championships you got?
Championships got to go.
Look at this team, though. We usually we're talking about Robert Ory, bro.
How long he was? Was Hakeem not the bus driver?
Yes, he was.
Was Bird not the bus driver?
Winning them chips, I wouldn't say he was.
Was he not the bus driver?
One of them, he was a finals
MVP. Just because his man stepped up and helped.
Nah, he been stepping up that whole season. How many rings Bird got?
His man stepped up and helped.
Bird got 3.
There's 3.
Got 2.
So 2 of those rings, I would say Bird was the driving force. One of those rings, I'm giving it to McHale.
No, that's fine. You can, because I think people sleep on McHale.
Yeah.
I think people sleep on how important McHale was to Bird. And when I told GK,
it just happened that was the best
season. I told GK, without McHale, I don't think Boston wins those 3 chips. And he's saying, no, I don't. I got to stop banging on my desk. But he's saying, no, I don't believe that. I'm like, yo, you guys don't understand how important. Like, if you go back and watch 80s basketball and watch the Boston, it will always be, they come down the court, they would set a screen on Bird. Bird would run this way, kick the ball down to McHale. If McHale don't have a shot, then it goes back up top to Bird or to Danny Ainge or to Dennis Johnson. That's what's the offense. It will always go to McHale first to see if McHale can get scored inside. He was the driving force, but it was, like I said, it was Bird. Bird was driving the bus. Look, I'm going to let you do your thing, bro, but I got it. What did Bird say to McHale when McHale dropped 50? What was it, 58 or 59 points?
Should have went for 60.
All right. That shows you like Bird was nasty, and I will never take
The
anything.
Bird is nasty. I don't know. Bird was.
I'll give him nasty, but
from
Hakeem's
Bird.
better. We can admit that.
I got you, Golly. I would never take anything away Bird, and I understand. I would never sit here. I would disagree with you, but I would never discredit somebody's opinion if they put Steph above Bird. I would just tell you from my point of view that he's not, and that's it.
And Larry never went back to back either.
That's fine. That's
a fact.
Curry went back to back with the second greatest player in the world. No, let me stop. Don't get me in my bag. Don't get me in my bag. All right. So everybody got Curry top 10?
Yeah.
I'm 10.
Mine is I'm not sure yet.
He's borderline.
Yeah, that's where he's borderline.
He's either 10 or 11. Like he's borderline.
Exactly.
So what's your top 10s? Y'all made me throw out mine. Y'all ain't throw out yours. Stop. I'm the only one giving top 10s out here.
So I can't give it in order, but I can go. It's not in order.
Mine in orders either.
So LeBron, Jordan,
13 guys that's in front of him.
Tim Duncan, Shaq, Hakeem, Bird.
Yeah, he said your name. I got you. He said your name.
Kareem, Bill. I'm gonna throw Bill in there. Kobe. I said Kobe. I ain't said Kobe.
No.
And
Chat going crazy. Why is Kobe so
Magic.
But didn't a lot of people have him borderline top 10 before he won though?
No, yeah. I think a lot of people had him like 12, 13.
I think that win didn't push him past like the distance between him and like Wilt or whoever you had in your 10 was so far away sometimes. Like
yeah, I think he's closer. I think if Curry goes on and probably wins another title, gets another Finals MVP, another All NBA team, then yeah, I would say you could push him into the top 10. But actually now I'm like, I like a lot of what other people have done in their careers. Then just, and I'm not
he said Shaq Godly.
I'm not just dismissing Steph Curry, but Steph Curry changed the game in the sense of how far you can shoot the ball away from the basket. There's other people that changed the game in dominance, rules, all of that. So I would consider that. And that's what I said. Maybe one of these episodes we would sit down, get a collective group of 10 guys that was in the collective consensus top 10, and then see what their careers was like to see if we can put Steph Curry in the legit top 10.
Dream.
I would like to see it. Yeah, dreaming I'm going off in the chat.
You can argue. I ain't gonna do that. We can keep
going. Go ahead, do it.
You can argue Wilt and Steph or something like that, bro. Like you can argue those two. Like
no, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. So like, that's why I can slide them into number 10 instead of Wilt. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because a lot of people they hold Wilt not winning championships against him, like you just pointed out. That's the one knock against Wilt is that he couldn't win championships, but he had a great team standing in his way. You can't forget that. You cannot.
I mean, a lot of people have Hakeem on their top 10, and they won the same amount of championships as Wilt did. So I mean,
no, right, but Hakeem. I mean, that's true. That is true. And
but you gotta look at
on my current Wilt is on my current top 10, and Hakeem is not, and that's why I say I have to go revisit my top 10 because I do think Hakeem should be there.
Yeah, and Hakeem definitely should be in your top 10. Bro.
I don't the reason why I put Hakeem on my list. The reason I put Hakeem on my list because he had to go through David Robinson, who was MVP David Robinson, like the most underrated center in NBA history to me. He had to go through a young, vicious Shaq. He had to go through Patrick Ewing, who was underrated. Well,
Patrick was a monster.
Yeah, if you from New York, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had to go through these kind of guys in that league to be the top guy in the league. Like, it was just Kareem. It was just Wilt and Russell to me at that time. So yeah, I feel like the competition was way better, and he had the greatest player in most people's opinion, Jordan. I think Jordan was scared to play him in the playoffs, period. Like, even my man...
Theo's trying to answer your question now. Okay.
What is it? Wait, so yeah, I answered it. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like the so-called most feared player in the NBA, Jordan, was scared of Hakeem because he knew his team could not handle Hakeem. Like even Kenny Smith, huh?
Yeah, I said no. They wasn't stopping Hakeem.
Even Kenny Smith said if the Houston would have played the Bulls, even if Jordan would not have retired, the Houston would have still won. They had no answer for Hakeem because Horace Grant just left to go to Orlando. They had no answer for their guards because B.J. Armstrong and Paxson and Curry, whoever was it, couldn't stay in front of Kenny Smith.
But didn't they replace those guys?
I think Ron Harper maybe.
He came
and then there was another point guard, the white boy, wasn't it?
With Paxson.
No, Paxson was in
Pax was there
earlier.
early. They
He
had
was
a
in that first
early.
repeat.
I think it
But
was.
I think
That would've
BJ was.
been-
I
he
think
probably
BJ
would've
Armstrong
been
was still there that year.
over.
He was still there that year. Yeah.
But like you said, they was too small and wasn't strong enough to handle them. So like, I understand
Now,
what
I
you're
could
saying.
agree with letting Hakeem, like Hakeem was going to destroy him, but would that have been enough for what Pimpin and what Scotty
I think so.
and MJ
I think it would have.
doing on the offense?
They probably would have
I don't
split,
know.
in my opinion. But
Because you got to remember, they were still a good defensive team, so you could scheme and just be like, "Look, we cannot stop this dude. There's nothing we can do to stop."
Bill Winnington, who?
But no, listen to what I'm saying. They were known as a great defensive team. They were.
Yeah, and Horace Grant left that year. Horace Grant left.
But they still, after Houston won there too, they still got back to form and won 3 more. So what I'm saying is,
No, I was saying if during that year, if Jordan would not have retired, if Jordan would have stayed.
Oh no, I agree with you. I think
through.
Houston probably would have got. Houston could have still probably got one of those. I don't know if they get 2 of them, but I think they could have got one of them. And that's what I'm saying. They could have got one because in that year that Horace Grant left, they were inadequate. But I do think the Bulls get there and they probably lose to the Rockets that year because Hakeem goes off on them. But I'm saying in my scheme, and Trent can tell you, I say this all the time.
He wasn't great. Zay, where you get that from?
I say this all the time.
And there's 2-piece Zay that's just inaccurate.
If I'm the Bulls in that aspect, I'm letting Hakeem do whatever the fuck he wants.
No, you know.
Do whatever you listen. If I can't stop, if I don't have the personnel to stop you, I'm gonna let you drop 50 and just try to make sure nobody else on that court drops.
He's going to drop 60.
That's
he's
going
to drop 60. Listen, and Robert Horry is going to drop like 10.
That's 15. What I'm saying. Robert Horry, that's 70. That's 70
going to drop 10 or 15.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Let Hakeem do
go
his
one-on-one the whole game.
They're gonna win.
Not even one-on-one. I'll leave Hakeem wide the fuck open. You can drive to the rack.
He's going off the rails, guys.
Just get that ball going down to Michael and let's do our thing on the other end, bro.
I'm not buying into that.
I'm gonna rely more on my role players than your role players because I know my defense can stop yours. Even if I'm adequate in the space of not stopping Hakeem, I can stop your others. That's what I'm saying. Your plan going in is to stop the others, let Hakeem go off. If he drops 50, 60, that's fine. But as long as his others don't equal 25, we win the game. And that's a great defense we're talking. I know Horace Grant wasn't there, but they did replace him and got back to form. So
who did they have? Do you know who they had, Troy?
No, I know who they had. That's why I agree.
It's not a fact.
That's why I agree with you.
They didn't even have Romney yet.
They would have lost.
No, listen. It's not a fact that you letting him do it. He's going to do that anyway.
Anyway, right? But that's what I'm saying. I can't stop you. I don't have the personnel to stop you. You're going to.
So what you going to double Kenny Smith or something?
I'm going to move my guy out the way and let you do it.
You're losing.
Move out the way and let you do it.
But you admit they lose, so that's fine.
I said it. They probably lose that first year because Horace Grant was a big part of that system. Like he was until they got the pieces back in that role to fulfill what they needed there. But people always said that the Bulls' biggest knock on them is that they always had big man problems. So Horace Grant fixed it for a little, but they always had big man problems. I'm pretty sure we can go find tape of Horace Grant getting dunky dunk. Like I mean that's easy. Yes, you can.
Horace Grant.
You can find some tape of big man dunky on Horace Grant.
Oh man,
stop it.
I'm gonna stop it, man. I'm gonna stop it.
Stop it.
Because all I keep thinking about is Luke Longley and Hakeem playing. Like that's crazy to me.
No, I agree. Hakeem probably would have shitted on the Bulls that year. But that's why I said when people say Jordan could have won 8 straight, I was like, nah. I think he could have won 7. That he could have won 7, but because I think the second year they addressed the issues that they have for Hakeem.
Who did they add the second year to address it?
I'm saying if they lose, it changes. So if they lose,
you're saying they're gonna make an adjustment.
It changes. They're going to go and make the adjustment to get somebody or to put somebody in place where they could still run a great defensive system to slow Hakeem down on the floor, and they probably win the second year if they meet up. That's all I'm saying.
We talking about the 94-93 season, 93-94 season.
No, he's saying hypothetically, if they lose, they'll go get somebody.
No, I'm trying to see who they added.
Oh, you're trying to see who they actually added. Okay.
Because we're gonna we get into that anyway. So they
had
Steve
Kerr on that second squad. Who was it? It was Ron Harper, Steve Kerr. Basketball reference.
So that 93-94 season, the 93-94 season, was Jordan still there? No, Jordan wasn't there. They had Pip, BJ Armstrong, Horace Grant. So it would be Horace Grant, Pip, Kukoc, Bill Cartwright, but he was old.
Kukoc, that's what's the guy I was talking about. They went and got Kukoc.
He was old, yeah. Stacey King,
Sleep on Kukoc.
Luke Longley, Will Purdue. Yeah.
Don't sleep on
50 ball.
right.
50 ball. 50. Easy. He's averaging 43.
I can't wait till we get into this segment. I'm gonna wait for Melvin, and then we're gonna get into this T versus
Let me
T.
see. If we go, wait, it was 92, 93, 94, 90. Okay. Yeah. We covered it.
Whew. Once Melvin get back, we'll get into the doc now. Damn, without BooWop here on a safer out, it feels weird. No safer out, BooWop. I can't mess with him, ask him who we got. But yeah, safer out gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I'm just waiting for Melvin, and then we could jump in. Melvin, Dream, and Theo. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not mad at people if they put Steph in the top 10. I just don't think he did yet. Because everybody was saying like Finals MVP, and he only has one. And if you stack him up against others, they have multiple. So it's like, I don't know. Like even like when they're trying to stack like Curry up right now and say like he's better than LeBron all time. Like I can't go for that. Like LeBron dominated the league.
Yeah, but those are trolls saying Curry
10 straight years. No, it's people that actually believe that, bro.
They believe he's better
he's
this year, this last season.
No,
they
think he's better all time.
Better all time because he finally won that Finals MVP and he has his 4th ring. Like a lot of people are posting on Facebook forums and all that. Oh, Steph Curry has 4 rings. LeBron has 4 rings. Steph Curry did it in less time. He has a better record. He's 4-4, and LeBron's 4-6. Like, and I'm with the LeBron 4-6. I point that out when they try to like knock Jordan. But it's like he's been dominating this league for so long. Like, if you look at LeBron's points, rebounds, assists, they're so far ahead of Steph Curry. It's not funny. Like, LeBron's just been doing it too long. Like, and then people be like, "Oh, but it's only the longevity." Like, that goes into a player's success.
Yeah, that matters.
That matters, bro. That matters.
Goes to GK. That goes into a player's success. Like, I don't understand why people do that. Like,
being that good for that long, man, that's an accomplishment, man.
Made it to 8 straight finals. Like, that, like, dude was walking through people. It didn't matter if he was the 4th seed, 5th seed, 6th seed. When he got to the playoffs, he was making a final. Like, he was going there. Doesn't matter. He was going there. So I'm not ready to say Curry is better than LeBron all time.
Yeah,
I agree.
I get it.
Like, so yeah, it's just people then they crazy talk. That's all.
Listen, bro. All you have to do is ask them who their top 10 list is. If they got Bron 2 or 3 and Curry like 10, then the question is answered by itself, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
nobody should have Curry in their top 5. Nobody. But everybody should have Bron in their top 5.
100%. And I don't care where you have Bron in your top 5, because I have Bron 2 in my current. But he might go to 3 when I redo it. You know, Hakeem got to go in there somewhere, so I don't know. I got to redo mine. Got to look up some stuff, compare some stuff. You know, do the numbers.
I'll give you one early. Hakeem got to be over Wilt.
I think Wilt is. I can tell you what Wilt is in mine. It's right here.
You say you got Bron 3, Melvin?
Yeah, I have him 3. I have him behind.
You got Kareem and Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do have LeBron 3. Sorry, so I have MJ, Kareem, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Bird, Shaq, Bill, Tim, Wilt. It's my top 10.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. What position you think you'll have the most in the top 10?
You said what?
Out of positions.
Probably small forward.
Or small forward, maybe. I don't know. One of those.
Let me see. If you go point guard, you probably only got Magic at the point guard. It's probably centers, right?
Yeah, you probably. I know you guys said like 4 centers. I know you guys said like Russell, Will, Hakeem, and Shaq.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's 5 right
centers.
there.
Centers. Yeah, definitely centers.
Yeah, it's probably centers.
You got 2 small forwards, 1 point guard, and 2 guards.
I don't know.
What?
Yep, you would have small forwards. You would have Bird and LeBron. Shooting guards, you would have
Kobe and Mike.
Oh yeah, Tim's a center too. You have to remember.
Trans, they send you a message.
You said what?
Zay and the Clutch send you a
Yeah,
message.
he,
You know
he
what I'm saying?
copied and pasted something
Nah, he
and
was
put it
talking.
in.
Yeah, he was talking about Hakeem wasn't good at passing that double teams.
He was. He did.
What?
From 1993 to 95, he was good.
I think he was an underrated passer for a big.
Yeah.
I think Bird was an underrated passer too. So that's
Stick a
all
bird.
Underrated.
I don't think no,
Yes.
because he averaged like what 7 assists in his career, 7 8 assists.
Bird is
Yeah.
definitely underrated as a
He's
passer.
I think he's properly rated, bro.
No,
Everybody
properly
knows
rated.
Passer. I don't think that.
No, they don't.
What,
I
when
don't-
you have the
reason is-
Magic,
I
I
don't
think
hear
Bird's
many
being underrated
talk
because his
about
shooting is so
Bird's
much better
passing.
than his other
Whoa.
accolades as far as like playmaking, rebounding, and assists. That people think he's an underrated passer when he
Zay,
really
you said
wasn't.
his basketball IQ wasn't that high until years later. What you talking about, bro?
You talking
Yo,
about Hakeem?
he's in my
See, this
Hakeem.
is the joy for the guys that be out there like, oh, you only got these little bit of viewers. This is the joy of it, though. We get to interact with them. They get to say some stupid stuff in the chat. we get to.
Man, you're wilding, Zay. Talking about he wasn't that his basketball IQ wasn't that.
Nah, but
When
nah.
did
Bird-
Riley play against Hakeem? When did he play against
Bird,
Hakeem?
the one thing I think people forget about Bird is that Bird had a finger injury, and I know you guys might not think this that big that he had that finger injury, but what he said is what makes it big. He said, the basketball never felt the same in my hands after I broke my finger.
I mean, Kobe broke his finger too and won a championship, so we understand.
Look,
how that can be.
that's fine. I'm not
No, I'm
talking
just saying
about
that we
breaking it
understand
and
how
winning
that
it
we
can be.
saw how
I'm
shooting
talking about
can change.
yes, how the feeling of how you shoot, how you pass, what you do on the floor can change. But we can't sit here and say, like, I'm not mad at Theo for saying he's properly rated, but I just think Bird's passing and that time, the way he was passing the ball, touch passes, not barely touching the ball when it came.
Oh yeah, he was one of the best.
Tipping it
touch
to somebody
passers
else
in the NBA.
under his legs, knowing what his players was.
No, when
like
I
misleading
say-
people. Like Bird was nasty at doing that, and just his passing game, he was nasty at doing that. That's why I say he's underrated. Because
No, when I say
Bird
he's properly
credit.
rated, I mean he's the best small forward passer in NBA history.
No, and that's why I said I can respect
I
you
take
saying
back
that.
second best. I
Second,
bad LeBron.
Yeah, I can agree with you saying that. I'm just saying for all the other people that disrespect Bird, because there's a lot of Bird disrespect that out here, don't realize how good of a passer this guy really was. You showed me a guy back in that time. Give me 5 guys back in that time, besides Magic and Bird, that could whip a ball behind their head, not knowing where their guy is, but actually knowing where their guy is. Didn't see him, just saw a glance of him and know where he would be at.
I never thought his passing was underrated.
No, I'm not. But that's fine. But I'm saying majority of people when they look at Bird's passing, it doesn't stack. Yeah, and I would say Magic is a better passer, but it's not that far off to me. Is what I'm saying. It's not.
Yeah, but that's what I always
hear
hear in a Magic and Bird debate. So someone always says that. Like, yeah, Magic's a better passer, but Bird was a very, very good passer as well.
It was, but
I mean,
and it's a legit argument because look at the way Bird was passing the ball. You can't do that without IQ.
That's why I said I don't
IQ.
think he's underrated. That's why that was.
No, and I just said that. You don't.
That makes it a tough argument too, though, because the position Bird was in, he was more of I finish the play. Like Magic, I start the play. So when you start the play, you start with a pass. You finish the play, you end with a shot. So I feel like if you put them in if you have that argument, it's kind of like weak a little bit because Magic's main job was to distribute and be a part of the Showtime Lakers. Bird was the closer.
Yeah.
So,
but he was still an elite passer. Like
that's a fact.
Look at the Isaiah the Pistons series when he sent it to Game 7. I think it was Game 7 or Game 6. He sent it to when he steals Isaiah inbound pass and just whips it behind his head to Dennis Johnson for a layup.
Was it there? Was the underneath the DJ lays it in joint?
Yeah, under the legs like that. That guy, he nasty with it. But let's get to it. Trent, what we got for the TVT today?
Just like 2011, 22 in Miami and versus the 96 Bulls.
96 Bulls versus LeBron James.
I'm assuming this the year they lost in the finals.
2011, yeah, they lost to the Mavericks.
2011, 2012. It was the 2012 finals.
Oh,
so the season was in 2011. New Year rolled around was 2012.
That was the Spurs series?
That was his first ring there.
Mm-hmm. His first
Against
championship.
Thunder. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
These are winners, not losers. All right. So same thing. You guys know how it's work. I'm gonna run some categories off to you. Call your name the first time. You're gonna tell me what category you're picking, and then and then at the end you can discuss it. Should be fun. We have the 2011-2012 Miami Heat versus the 1996 Bulls. The order is Trent, Melvin, Dream, Theo. All right, Trent. Offense.
Damn.
Mm.
And this ain't hard, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's hard either.
I'm gonna say the Bulls.
Melvin,
Miami.
Dream,
Miami.
Theo,
Miami.
defense.
Okay, I think I'll give that one to the Bulls though. I'm gonna say Bulls.
Chicago.
Bulls.
Bulls.
Better coach.
Bulls.
Chicago.
It's hard for the Miami fan, bro.
Just give me the Bulls.
Oh,
Bulls. Bulls.
better bench.
I'm gonna go say Bulls though. I'm gonna say Bulls.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Miami.
I can't remember they bench like that. I ain't gonna lie.
6-man. Who had a better 6-man?
Against Chicago, I think.
Chicago.
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 Playmaker. Who had the better playmaker?
Heat.
Miami.
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 Toughness. Which team was tougher?
I'll say Chicago.
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 Just because they're D-Rob.
Chicago.
I think it was after 30.
Chemistry.
But Chicago.
Chicago.
Miami.
Chicago.
Who would you rather play? Miami.
I don't know.
Who do you want to get shit on by, LeBron or Jordan? That's the question.
I think I'd rather play Chicago.
I'd rather play Miami.
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 Who wins?
The fuck, bro. I'm gonna go Chicago.
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 Miami.
All right, you guys can discuss.
On the offense shit, I might just walk that back, honestly.
I thank you, Trent. Thank you.
How about the chemistry? I don't even know what
I mean,
how do we
I
gauge
gave the
that?
chemistry because they've been there for years. Like, they know, like,
I didn't even know how to gauge that. I just picked Miami.
So Theo, when you said what NBA are we talking about? We talking about 90s NBA or current NBA?
That's the thing. I
that's
thought
the
about that
problem.
too. I thought about that too. If you're playing the series, like, I don't know, maybe 2000s would be better era to play in
yeah.
because
That'd
the
be
rules
most
haven't
easy.
changed that much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because you can still hand check. You can
Yeah.
still.
It was 15-25, the Bulls.
See, I think people get caught up on Jordan and think that that Chicago was the best in every category when it really wasn't. Because like when we said offense, it's more than Jordan; it's the whole team dynamic.
Yeah,
That's why a
that's
lot of people said Miami.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's why. And then with 6-man, obviously you said Chicago because of Tony Kukoc. I don't think Miami had a 6-man that could be anywhere like Tony.
Yeah, noticeable 6-man. Yeah.
I mean, you could probably say maybe Mike Miller or Shane Battier,
Shane
but
Battier.
those are not, or Ray Allen, but those are not on the same levels as Tony Kukoc was. So.
But I still think Bulls. I think Miami wins.
Why is that?
I feel like Miami has like the Bulls never face any team like Miami, bro. Like I don't think they ever face. I think who did Miami beat? They beat that Celtics team was better than any teams the Bulls ever faced. I feel like the Celtics team that the Miami beat.
He just wants me to agree.
And who did and even that Spurs team was like a tough team too. Like I feel like Miami played against tougher competition, and they had to like the way the Bulls played. They would have to play. Dennis Rodman would be out the paint if he guarded Chris Bosh, because that year Chris Bosh was shooting like 50% from three in the playoffs, something crazy like that. And
Well, it
like,
depends if they're putting because Chris Bosh on the Heat was usually playing center though. So
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
small
Like
ball lineup.
you're gonna play him at center because you're gonna have who? Rashad Lewis, or who was the guy? Who's the other guy that was shooting three? You got LeBron, Mario Chalmers.
there's
You have
Mike Miller, Rashard
D-Wade.
Lewis.
Shane
You had
Battier.
Shane Battier at the 4, and you had Chris Bosh at the 5. Like it was no chance. Like Chris, you move Robin away from the paint area. He got to run in to get rebounds every time. I'm taking. I think Miami have that advantage, bro.
For me, it was close, so I just gave.
It's
Chicago
close
the
though. It's
edge.
close. It's close. But I feel like Jordan is the only one scoring. Like I think D Wade will outplay Scottie Pippen. I think Jordan and Brown will cancel each other out. I feel like Mario Chalmers will outplay his matchup. I feel like Chris Bosh will. Well, I think Dennis Rodman win that matchup, but Chris Bosh score more. But Dennis Rodman like probably have the
LeBron, I
assignment.
don't think LeBron has ever seen him.
Wait.
He's never had a defense like Pippen guard LeBron. Like
Pip guard LeBron, yeah, but I don't think Pippen is stopping LeBron from doing anything, bro.
I don't think you're gonna stop him, but you can at least neutralize him. You can slow him down a little bit.
But the thing about LeBron is he's one of the. Well, that year he was super aggressive too. He was super aggressive as far as getting his own points. But like he can also play make. Like I don't think Pippen ever played against a guy that can go very good both sides, finish both sides very well.
I mean,
pass
it's
out
not the
pressure.
same way, but he played Grant Hill before.
Yeah, and Grant Hill torched him.
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah, so what you think LeBron gonna do? LeBron gonna go crazy.
Are you bugging?
Why is that?
He said Norris Cole is the GOAT.
That's a fact.
Bulls at 5 though, guard.
You said who?
Garf said Bulls at 5.
Yeah,
Now I got Bulls in 7.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going 7, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You got Heat in what?
Bulls in 6.
I got Heat in 6. I got Heat in 6.
I got
Heat in 6. I think the shooting is just too much. Like you got too much shooting, and you got who was the point guard for the Bulls at the time?
Too much
That was Ron
defense.
Harper.
Ron.
Too much defense.
Now I like Ron Harper in the lineup too. I like Ron. Too much defense where?
On the Bulls, bro.
That's a fact. But like I feel like they never played a team like they can shoot like that. They never played a team that shoot that well.
That's fine. By game 2, they'll have it figured out. Just like
That was the
Golden State,
72
by
and 10
game 3,
Bulls
they had
too.
us
So
figured out.
that's the 72 and 10 Bulls too.
I know it's 72 attempts. They ain't never played them Heat. I'm telling you, like they never played a team like the Heat. Like I feel like
Don't care.
they didn't. Let me see. Who was the Clyde Drexler was the main like the number one guy that can drive to the basket and finish at the time. Grant Hill torched them when he played against them. Like they never played a guy as diverse as.
Guard, we decided 2000 rules we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't never decide rules, but that's what they decided. We just say who wins when constructed in their years. Who you think will win?
Would win, okay.
But as we go forward, we'll get some more categories, name some more stuff. But yeah, let's get into the safer out.
No.
BooWop not here, so I ain't gonna bother nobody. Mario Chalmers over Ron Harper. Okay. All right. So on today's safe and out, you guys know how this works. Dream. We're doing a safe and out where we determine whether this guy belongs in the From the Sideline Hall of Fame, not the Naismith, not nothing.
Yeah. One person that when I was here got in shouldn't have been in, but
And who was that?
Rajon Rondo.
Yeah. So today we have Antawn Jamison. Antawn Jamison, drafted by Toronto, first round, 4th pick, 4th overall in 1998. On his career, he played 1,083 games. He averaged 18.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, shot from the field 45%, from the three-point line 34%, and from the free throw line 72%. His efficiency field goal rating, don't know if we care about that here, but that was 48.5. He's a 2-time All-Star, 1998 to 99 All-Rookie Team, and a 2003-2004 Six-Man of the Year. Want to go over his game highs before we get into a discussion. All right, regular season. Game high minutes, 56 points, 51 rebounds, 23 assists, 7, and he did that 7 times. All right, steals 6, he did that 5 times. Blocks, he has 5. Offensive rebounds 13, defensive rebounds 18. Field goals made 23, field goals attempted 36. That's a lot for a big. Well, he was a 3, right? 3. I ain't put his 4.
He was a 4.
Yeah, that's a lot of shots for a 4. 36 shots 3 times. 3-pointers made 7, attempted 14, free throws 15 made, 24 attempted, Turnovers, he had 8 turnovers in a game 2 times. And his playoffs career highs is 49 minutes, 38 points, 19 rebounds, 5 assists 2 times, 3 steals 2 times, 3 blocks 3 times, 8 offensive rebounds, 16 defensive rebounds, 15 field goals made, 27 field goals attempted, 4 threes made, 8 attempted, free throws 10 out of 11 attempted, and then 4 turnovers. So you guys can discuss why would you put him in? Why wouldn't you put him in?
I mean, I'm not too fond with his career. I haven't really looked into Antawn Jamison, but some of those years where he's averaging the 20s, like it's looking like empty stats. 17 wins, 19 wins. I don't know. I don't know if he can go in the Hall of Fame with that. And he only
We don't
made
do
the
empty
All-Star
stats over it. We don't. I don't know what that is.
team. You know what that is?
Yeah, we are the guys that create empty stats because we don't have no stats.
I mean, it's only 2 All-Star teams. He made a 6-man, but he's not going in my Hall of Fame. He was good for some time.
I couldn't put him in.
He averaged 32 points in 2006, 2007 in the playoffs.
How many games
And
did
he
he
was
play?
on the Wizards.
AMD hard.
What was that?
Let me look it up. Antawn Jamison numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking him up right now. I'm like,
Now, I want to check out how many. How long the playoffs went? You said 2004,
it was like
2005.
it was like a 6. That was when they lost to the Cavs, right? With Gilbert Arenas missed those free throws.
Yeah.
You said 2004, 2005.
Not 2006, 2007, or 2005, 2006, one of them years.
well, when he averaged 36.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I'm doing something real quick.
Yeah, it's
I just need
2006,
this to
2007.
move out my way.
Yeah, I don't know if he broke Hall of Famer, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a 4-game playoff series. That was a sweep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was a sweep.
It was though.
They got swept?
Yeah, they got swept.
Nah, damn, that
He
damn.
averaged 32 though. He got swept with 32.
It's context, bro.
Hold on. How much did they lose by though?
Leave me alone, Pete.
Like each game?
Yeah, like how much they lose by each game, bro?
I mean, game 1, they lost by 15, 7, 6, 7.
So from 99 to 2011, he averaged 20.3 points, 8 rebounds, shot 45% from the field and 34% from the 3. That's what
I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, bro.
I'm not.
10-year
I
span.
think.
That's great, but a lot of these years he was missing the playoffs.
I mean, let's go look who's on his team. You can't just hold that against him.
I mean, wasn't Gilbert Arenas on those Wizards teams?
Mm-hmm.
And he averaged 20 points on the Wizards team. I'm
He
gonna
was
look at
never
his
that
Wizards.
guy.
I'm gonna Wizard.
He was never the bus driver, as you
All
guys
right.
would say.
Now I was just about to say you pulling the Robert Horry here.
He
Okay.
was never the bus driver.
All right. But bus drivers are not the only ones that get into the Hall of Fame. Okay.
But the ones that are not bus drivers are
Yeah,
on
I'm
championship.
with GK. He was just never at the right place at the right time. Like he was good. But
Yeah. I mean, but in his
Good.
Wizards days, he played 5 years for the Wizards, 6 seasons for the Wizards. What does when a player has TOT by what a team is?
That's
what does that
total.
mean?
TOV.
TOT.
oh, that's
That's the total.
combining the year he got traded. They're combining both of the years.
Oh, because he got traded to the Cavs.
Yeah,
Okay, I see
yeah.
it. Yeah, because I'm trying to do his numbers real quick. And from what he was on the Wizards. Let's see what he averaged.
What Trent said? You Hall of Fame or not?
No, I don't think he is. Oh my God.
We got to debate it somewhat.
It's just like we try. It's just like I think it's just like a definitive like
Yeah, he's definitive. He's not.
All right.
good.
yeah.
Let
I'm
me
gonna
see.
count.
How many years he played? He played what? 1, 2.
He played 16 seasons. 16.
No,
So in
16.
his Wizards days, he averaged 20.5 points, 8.8 rebounds. He shot 45% from the field and 35% from the 3. So I mean,
So he played 16 seasons, made it to the playoffs 7 times. He got swept twice. He got gentleman swept once. He got let me see. Oh, those he didn't even start. He didn't even start when they got swept by when the Lakers got swept.
When they got swept by Dallas.
He got
When he was on
swept
Dallas,
another time by the
he
Heat.
didn't play, and when he played on the Lakers, he didn't. 2012, he didn't start a game.
So when I look at that, I mean, like he wasn't really a part of them getting to the playoffs. So I don't.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, you can't say a guy that averaged 20 and 8 wasn't a reason for them getting to a playoff.
No, he was good. He was good.
He averaged 20 and 8.
I liked him. But
20 and 8. He averaged in Washington over 20 points 4 times, maybe.
Well, we got to take the totality though. But those years was great.
Yeah, so if we take the totality, he's averaged 20 points. Well, I like rounding up. So if it's 9.6, 9.7, I round up to 20.
Yeah, that's I do
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 years where he scored 20 points.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad. That's good. That's
good. That's not Hall of Fame.
I'm not saying he's going in with next to the star, but it doesn't just because he's a because he's what he is.
I'll say that if Rondo gets in, then he should be in the conversation to get in my opinion.
Really though, because I think Rondo has a better resume than he does.
Rondo does have a better resume. But
he definitely does,
like Troy just said, he went 10 years averaging 20.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything with that 20 though. Like,
I said the same thing, but
some of those Gilbert Arenas just as much. Falls on whoever else is on the other teams just as much. So we talking about. I understand we're looking at the individual, so he has to have some type of success, and he doesn't have that much. But for a guy that's averaging 20 and 8 for 10 years straight.
When you saying to be a good player, yes, he's a good player. You saying he's a Hall of Famer?
Grammar, yeah, that's the difference.
He's a good player, but he's not.
I'm saying, I don't think he had a good run. I just don't think he's a Hall of Famer though.
Melvin,
I didn't put him in just because I just didn't think. I mean, career-wise, yeah, it's a great career. A lot of people don't average what he did, but he was never that guy for me. You know what I mean?
Just not that guy, pal.
17 and 7 in the playoffs. The 6 times he got there.
We clapping, bro.
Yeah, but if you're only playing 4 or 5 games, those numbers are kind of skewed though.
Like 10 games once, he played 11 games once.
The one time he played 10 games,
averaging
the second round he got
36.
swept.
Well, you say he averaged 36 in the playoff sweep?
Yes, 36 in a sweep.
That's crazy.
36 and 10 in a sweep.
32.
Well, 32 and 10 in a sweep.
That's still crazy though.
Shooting 47% from the field and 35% from the 3.
Man, Gilbert Arenas must have been hurt or something.
Let's go see. Let's just go click on this Washington team and see. All right.
Let's see.
Gilbert Arenas played 73 games that year. Well, 74. He started 73.
Yo, Gilbert Arenas was hurt. Like I said.
In the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why, Gilbert was hurt.
So that means the bus driver got hit by another bus. Right?
He
wasn't there.
Name LeBron.
His bus driver wasn't there, and he became the bus driver?
No, that means his bus driver got hit by another bus, and the bus ain't have no gas in it. So
no. 32 and 10.
32 and 10 in a sweep.
30 and 10, though, when his best player wasn't there. That's why he got swept. He got swept because his best player wasn't there.
Nah, but if
30
his best
and
player
10
there, he's not averaging 30.
You want to know what the 32 and 10 shows me? Is that this guy was fighting. That's what that shows me. All right? He shot 47% from the field and 35% from the 3. I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame. I'm just playing devil's advocate over here. I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame.
You got to fight for your life, Troy. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta make it interesting. We can't just be like Antawn Jamison out, and then we move on to this next segment.
I mean, I tried, bro. I told you I tried. I thought of everything I could think of.
Gotta debate a little bit.
It's just too tough, man.
Gotta debate a little bit. All right. So let's just get it over with. Trent, Safer out. Dream
out.
Troy. Theo
out.
Melvin
You're Audi 5000, bro.
It's a unanimous sweep that Antawn Jamison is not in the From the Sideline Hall of Fame. All right, I got something fun for you guys today. I got a who you got, and sorry, I got a who you got, but it's a different type of who you got. You know, I was hoping the boys was here to do this, but this is on y'all now. All right, y'all know how this works. You just gonna tell me which one you got. That's it. Hey, chat. Play along with this one. You might like this one. This one's gonna be a good one, so play along. All right. Don't leave. Play along. All right. Your first one. You'll get what this is once I tell you what the first one is. All right. Your first one. Are you taking Michael Jordan Space Jam or LeBron Space Jam? Who you got?
Jordan.
It's not even a question.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
MJ.
Melvin?
That's so disrespectful on so many levels. I don't even know why.
Hey, I'm just asking who you taking. You know, somebody might be a guy up here 12 years old, but I'm taking LeBron. Don't know. But now y'all know what y'all doing. You're doing movie roles, okay? Evan! Is that Mr. Bush? What's up, Mr.
He was
Bush?
underrated.
I'm gonna hit you up soon. We got some fantasy stuff coming up. We just talking about you the other day, Mr. Bush, man. Hope everything good. So get the kids a hug for me. Let's get it. Next one. The Rock, and I'm giving you the roles that you're rating. The Rock and Gridiron Game, or Denzel Washington and Remember the Titans.
I gotta go remember the Titans, bro.
Denzel. Who you know?
Yeah, come on.
I gotta go remember the Titans, bro. I got
Melvin?
Denzel, man. You know.
Mel, you did this one before. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Denzel, dude, man.
You was actually on the show when we recorded this. All right.
Yeah.
Next one. For you, Godly, not for us. I didn't even watch it. All right. You got Omar Epps, Love or Basketball, or Common.
Love and basketball, bro.
Yeah, Love and Basketball.
Listen, you're ranking the roles, not the movie.
Even the role.
Hey,
Even the role, yeah, Common was the worst basketball player I've ever seen in a movie.
The worst.
Nah, he was
The
dead.
worst.
No, he was worse. No, he was really good. Bro.
His love story was good, though. Stop playing with my boy, right?
I'm going 11 basketball, bro. Omar
so
Epps.
look, it's the same thing that happened with Melvin on the show before. 3 sweeps, the first 3. All right, we got one for you now. All right, we got Adam Sandler, The Longest Yard, or John Wick, aka Keanu Reeves, The Replacements.
I'm taking The Longest Yard.
I'm taking Adam Sandler, bro.
I'm taking Keanu Reeves, bro.
I'm taking Keanu.
All right, so I got Melvin and Theo with Keanu.
Shane Falco. Remember that. Don't you forget it. The man, the myth, who's living on a boat.
See, now y'all get it. This one might seem a little odd, but just get the you. All right, Little Bow Wow,
Oh my God.
and Like Mike, or Martin Lawrence and Rebound.
I didn't like either one of these movies, bro.
El Bushman said he got.
You like Mike?
He said he
I ain't
got
like
duck
Mike.
feet.
I'm going Bow Wow, like Mike.
But I'm older than you, so when I saw it, when Like Mike came out, it was like, you know what I mean?
I'm taking Like Mike.
Melvin.
I'm going Rebound because he actually won a championship.
That's crazy.
Oh, they won a championship. I'm going to rebound too, man.
Yeah,
Like
Theo
Mike-
said
like-
I'm all with the champion.
Like Mike is the one with the sneakers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going rebound.
Imagine if you had some sneakers that made you Jordan. What? I'm not even going to the NBA. I'm just cooking everybody on the court.
It's all propaganda, man. They're trying to get you to buy some J's.
All right. This one should be a
Ooh.
good
Oh,
one.
this is not even close for me.
Ray Allen, he got game.
This is not even
Or
close.
Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew.
Give me Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Jesus.
bro.
Jesus,
Shut up.
Coney Island. Jesus. Not Jesus, but Jesus.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, my God.
Sorry, Kyrie. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
Cuban
that's messed
Gooding
up, man. You put somebody
Jr.
who's mentally challenged on there.
and
Yeah.
Radio, or Adam Sandler's and Waterboy. It's the same kind of movie.
Hold up. Yeah,
it's
yo.
not.
No, but this is crazy.
Yes, it is.
One played and one didn't.
So what?
going radio.
See, he went radio.
I got so it's
I have to
emotional.
go by radio by default because I never seen the Water Boy.
So it's
You don't know
what?
what you're missing.
You gotta get on that.
You don't know what you're missing, mama.
They got a lot of quotables on there, bro. They got a lot of quotables on there. So radio got it's kind of like an emotional attachment to it, like you feel like emotional about it. But Waterboy got so many funny quotables, bro.
He won the Bourbon Bowl.
It's his business, bro.
SC LSU Mud Dogs.
Didn't they win in radio too? They won a championship in radio.
All I remember him in a shopping cart in the middle of the street, bro.
And he was a big part of them winning that championship, Melvin. Now tell me who you got.
I'm picking the Water Boy.
Who else got Water Boy? I didn't get your pick. So I got Melvin. That's it. Everybody else went radio.
He likes his mom to play football.
I'm going Waterboy, man. I'm going Waterboy.
Dream, who you going?
I said the radio. I didn't watch the Water Boy, man.
And then Trent?
Radio.
See, you don't know what you're talking about, Melvin. See, Melvin.
I'm just saying, you know.
All right, this one gonna get you. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, that's tough.
That's a tough
And
one.
Coach Carter.
That's a tough
or
one.
Wesley Snipes and White Man Can't Jump.
Wow.
But I think you would do better doing Woody Allen than White Man Can't Jump, man. Because really, it's
Nah. I wanted.
Gloria.
That's who I want. I wanted the Wesley Snipes. That's who I want. Who you got?
If it's Wesley Snipes versus Samuel, I take Samuel.
Yeah, I'm taking Samuel.
I'm taking Wesley.
He did great.
Sidney Dean, man.
Sidney Dean. Classic.
Classic.
See, I don't know.
The ballpark legend, man. He beat
I
King and Duck.
Wesley Snipes too.
Hey, y'all remember when White Man Can't Jump when Rasheed Wallace took out his gun?
Yes.
It got crazy.
Rasheed. All right, next one. Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side or Keke Palmer in The Long Shot? I don't even know if you guys watched The Long Shot.
Nah, Long Shot is great. But
I saw both of them.
Nah, what's the name? Sandra Bullock did not.
That's Blind Side for me.
I gotta go Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I'm going Blind Side.
All right.
He won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's all on winning for Mel.
The champ.
What did you do after the film, bro? What did you do?
Last one. Yes, Golly, we are doing the roles, and I think they're looking at the name of the movies too. So.
I'm looking at the role.
This is your last one. All right, Will Ferrell, semi-pro, or Jonathan, who was played by Miguel A. Nunez. Junior. He's a junior.
I'm going semi-pro, man. Flint Tropics, man. ELE, everybody love everybody. He invented the alley-oop.
That's tough. I'm going Juana Man, man. I'm gonna keep it classic.
Ooh, they said Godly said if y'all going by rules, you can't go with Sandra Bullock.
Why not?
Because she wasn't the role.
Because he said Sandra ain't win a Super Bowl.
Who said they had I got Melvin's answer. I ain't get nobody else.
I'll take semi-pro. Semi-pro.
I might be on the island.
I said Juana Man too.
Oh, no.
They don't know what they're missing in Juana Man. I would have went Juana Man too.
But they got Genuine in that movie, Lil Kim.
Like, and this is a dude that dressed up like a girl to play in girls basketball. Like, you don't understand. Then fell in love with the star player. Like,
Foreshadowing, bro. Foreshadowing. He saw the future.
He played in the Flint. He played in the Flint Mega Bowl though.
All right, which one was the best one?
It probably was Coach Carter and
I would say he got. Were you talking about the best movie or the best?
No, which was the best comparison?
Probably Coach Carter and
White Man Can't Jump. Carter and White Man Can't Jump.
I did a Christmas one, right? And I did I think I did Home Alone versus Friday, and Friday only has one movie that's Christmas. So
the Friday after next?
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday after next.
Yeah. So they when I did it on the show, they didn't like that one because Friday wasn't a Christmas movie. So next Christmas I'll get some more Christmas movies. We do it again. But we
gotta do Christmas songs.
We could do definitely do Christmas songs. We could do Christmas songs. I'm down for that. But yeah, we at the end of the show. Final thoughts, Trent?
You said final thoughts?
Yeah, final thoughts.
No good show, feel me. The guy's gonna be back soon, I'll try to get this favor coming up. I need another dub in my book. Talking with Gbaby ass next. Great show. Nightcap Wednesday and Friday gonna be lit. So that's the answer for that too.
Yeah, Friday is gonna be crazy. All right, you know. Dream. Final thoughts.
Dream of hoops. That's my thoughts.
Melvin.
Yeah, I mean, obviously NBA season's over, but we got the draft next week, so it'll be interesting who goes in that number 1 pick. So can't wait to see that.
Theo, final thoughts.
Great show, man. Like the conversation, you know. Antawn Jamison in the Hall of Fame is crazy. But it was a good show, man. I like the content, I like the conversation, especially with those matchups. I like the matchups when you got to go Bulls versus somebody from a different era.
Yeah, we just came up with that. I was tired of doing PvPs because everybody do PvPs, and I haven't seen nobody really take their time out to do team versus team. So that's going to be our new thing over here.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're going to do some PvPs later on down the road, but we're going to stay focused on team v teams and just make it that kind of our thing over here. But yeah, no, we appreciate having all you guys. Thank you guys for filling in. The guys had some emergencies they had to take care of this morning. They're all fine. It's just, stuff that you gotta handle. And like they will be back Wednesday and Friday, same cast, except for Gbaby. Gbaby's on vacation. Theo, if you free, if you said this Monday, next Monday, right?
Yeah, this Monday, next Monday, yeah.
All right, so if you free, we could just I'm a book you for next Monday. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could get because BooWop and them be back in, and we could do another P versus P. Because I think this Friday we're gonna do a football one because Trent and Mr. Southside Mel got some unfinished business to talk about Justin Jefferson. So we got to get into that.